Hi everyone, it's Mary with Sayre Tarot. This is your daily message, channeled and read tarot message, oracle message. We're going to start with the hidden worlds because, and I hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here. We're going to start with the hidden worlds because of the message within the message within the message within the message. Okay, so. I know. It's so crazy. Okay, so open like the lotus. Okay, let me show that to you real quick. Open like the lotus. Number 25. And I'm being asked to point out the very, very calm water. So, here goes my throat again. A flowering spirit, revelation, and maturity. So the water is very calm, and it's, I think of lily pads and all that. I think of frogs jumping around. I think of drips and drops of water, but not major, because moving water, turbulent water would destroy this environment, right? You have opened fully and flowered. If you feel you have not, this is the time to contemplate the lotus and see what takes place when you, like it, fully open up and bloom. It takes time to open in nature and in life, and we do so because it is our very nature to expand and open up to our full potential, to all that we are. The lotus is being its most potentialized self. But we humans often stop at certain points upon the opening process and feel and grow comfortable there because we have received cultural and societal approval to stay there and go no further. Sometimes it makes other people feel bad or uncomfortable when your growth is great because it's a reflection of them somehow or what they're not. So, but that's still not your responsibility. But your full potential lies in continual expansion. Excuse me. For you, it's not so much the continual expansion of the physical self, for we all grow old. This is the transitory nature of physical existence. But we expand in this soulful self. We keep opening our minds, expanding our hearts, and extending our spirit, and unfurling the petals of consciousness until we are open and in bloom. All about us are these bright sparks of the divine, like a fairy tending to the lotus. These are our sparkling moments of divine connection, coming at unexpected times, reminding us of our sacred nature, urging us to go beyond what the world wants us to think of, not the natural world, but the constructed human world. And when these moments come, that brief, glorious moment of bliss helps us to continue on the soul's journey to first bloom, then evolve. This card is your reminder to be like the lotus, to open up, to extend, to explore your full potential, and to remember that where you are now may not be where you are being urged by the soul to go. Come back to your deepest values, measure your life against those, and make that small change that will see you flower today. And here's just an illumination, just like a mantra, observation, self-talk. I am opening up like the lotus flower, and when I am open, the divine can reach me. So not only open to new ideas and knowledge, okay, inspiration, but also open to the messages from the divine. And who's to say all of those are not part of the same thing, okay? So we're just going to get Vision of the Soul Oracle card. These are the portal cards. Okay. They all want to jump out. So, angelic healing. Purple and blues, very pretty. And this is layers. These cards are very layered, so and everything does appear to have a lot of layers to it. I've been seeing that more this year than ever, especially with the darkness that's layered on top of us, on top of the good, on top of the truth, on top of. That's why once we steer away at all from what we believe our truth is, it gets convoluted because there's more layers put on it. It kind of looks the same, but it's not really the same because it binds and it limits. It limits the information, limits our movement, it limits the happiness. Okay, the next card, so we had Angelic Healing 29, and then we also had Manifestation again. So there's like something here about what is it that you want to manifest. Let's go back to that and opening up to what you think your soul is really trying to tell you. Spirit, Creator, God, Source, Father Sky. It's I don't know if anybody meditates around here, but it's quieting the noise around you that may help you to connect a little bit better. So right now we're going to just look, put some cards on opening like the lotus, okay? So sorry. Hope I didn't slurp too much on you. Something's yummy. It just happens, you know? And I like really strong coffee. Okay, so open up like the lotus. So this is a 5 of swords right here. And this is interesting because it's a place of arguments and fights. And it could be even with yourself. There's ego here. There's nobody wins in these fights. So there's something about putting the swords down so you can hear what's being spoken. Because there's deception here, okay? And I know it hurts when it's personal, when somebody's been deceptive to you and it gets your mind thinking. But I think that this is... Okay, it's going to be a common theme. So I'm being told to advise you that it might be a good time to start expecting it more. Because... It appears to be all around us, and open up to it and try to, instead of the anger and fighting about the deception, try to understand why it's there and for how different people are going to react. You know, it's that thing about sometimes we're angry, we're defensive, we're first denial, and those are all steps of grief and working in problem solving. But we need to we don't have to do anything, but it might be beneficial to open up to the messages that are within the information, okay? So, 2 of Pentacles, reverse, it's out of balance. And so, see, the thing about the 2 of Pentacles that I talk about, the ocean behind him, the water behind him, the water's upset. So therefore, his emotions are upset. You know, it could be even his health is a little bit upset about it. And he's trying to balance these 2 Pentacles, these 2 worlds, the truth, the lies, the light, the dark. He could be trying to balance finances and bills, you know, all of this, probably all of those. And when it's upside down, it's like, I can't do this anymore. You know, it's a feeling like I can't do this. So, boy, there's a lot of information in this top one. Okay, so I have the 6 of Swords. I can't do this. And you may not be able to escape it. You might just have to release it for a moment. Step away and just try to calm down so you can open up what's being spoken here, what's really coming to you. Because it's going to keep coming, you know, and there's not a way to really get away from it right now, okay? And in in this center, open like the lotus, is the calm water. and calming your emotions, calming that information, and being like the observer in your own life, being the observer to the darkness. You will not be as easily manipulated, or your emotions will be easier to just process. You can set them over here and go, well, let me look at that information, and then, okay, then bring a little bit back when you feel calm enough. Because I remember going through a lot of awakening. I've had huge chunks, and so many people were ahead of me, but I had to sit in my own because I just basically couldn't talk to anybody about it. Little by little, I was able to bring my family closer in it, but they thought I was crazy for a long time because they couldn't see it. But now it's just a matter of fact. And if Mary's saying something, they're like, all right, here we go. So, but it's not always true. I listen to some people talking, and some wise souls. And they said everybody has their own version of the truth, and what's true now isn't always true later. And so being a little bit more flexible, or hugely flexible, is a great benefit. Okay, we're going to look at the angelic healing now. So I have the Fool. So like the Fool, he's pretty open. He's just, he's jumping off. He has his puppy there. He has an umbrella. And he's saying, I got everything I need. I can work the rest out. And that's a really great place because he has faith that he will be, I just thought of something. He has the faith that he will be, he won't fall. He will land softly, even though he's just jumping off a cliff. Okay, and then I have the Queen of Pentacles, because I can create whatever I want. This is feminine, like feminine, divine feminine energy. Queen of Pentacles. It's earth. She provides everything. She's abundant. She's fertile. And that up on the top, when we're being asked to open like the lotus, there's a lot of, there's stealing, there's arguments, there is not being able to get away from the negativity, the toxicity. And down here, it's creating. Instead of trying to escape it, it's creating better. So that's where the angelic healing comes in, to flip it from what I don't have to what they've been done to what I do have and what I'm able to create. And okay, then I have the Three of Cups, and this is working with families. It's celebrating. It's also, there's like 3 angels here, and it's always 3 angels, but all of their cups are full. So maybe being around those who are in a place of calm and appreciation, and that want to celebrate this with you, not about what we lost or what we don't have. It's about what we do have, okay? So now I'm going to move on to the manifestation. I'm going to pull another deck because each deck has its own energy. Okay, and so I'm going to pull this deck, this Crow Tarot. And sometimes it can be a little harsh, but we are still working with some harsh energies. So that's why we're going to go with the Crow. Okay, and a sip. And so right now, when you hear the word manifestation, what is it that you would really like to bring down from the ethers? What is it that you have a vision of that you want to bring? What you want to bring? So I have the Hermit card reversed. So the Hermit card, so that's a card of Virgo. The Hermit, the Virgos go within, and for the information, they light their own path, and they take information and they take their life experiences, and they're able to move forward. They're very good at that. Now, when this is reversed, there may be a reluctance to go within for the information, and the manifestation maybe. Okay, let me get another card. Yeah, this is 7 of Cups, and it's reversed. And so, okay. So right here, it's not trusting yourself, okay? Not trusting myself, yourself, to see where the truth is, because of what you thought was in the cups wasn't true. And so it's again going back to the deception, and how can I even manifest in this when all I can see is the deception, and I'm fighting, and my head's doing the spiral thinking. And I understand that because I'm like a double air sign, okay, and so, but the thing is that there's anger here, strength reversed. There's anger here. There's insecurity here. There's fear. And as long as we're in this place of, it's more of a lower vibrational energy, okay, let me put it that way, then we can't see the benefits. So you can't be mad and abundant at the same time. You have to pick one or the other. So I really like that they're both here, because whatever you focus on, you will continue to manifest. All these three things are under manifestation. So if we continue to focus on what we don't have, or what's being discovered, and the neglect and the interesting, and the thievery, and the fighting, the wars, the stealing, the toxicity, if we focus on that, that's all we're gonna be able to see. So here's something to think about. We're seeing it. If we're seeing this, that means that it has to change, okay? It's when you notice that there's a spider web in the corner of your room, and before you knew that, before you saw it, you didn't know that there was a spider, and maybe it was, maybe it's a scary one, a big, scary, hairy spider. And before you saw that, you didn't know that could be a danger, or that, once you move something, you find that, then you can take a broom or trap the spider, however you deal with that. And then that danger is gone. It's gone. It's been cleared. But you have to see it first. Darkness is that way. And there's nothing better than having the light, the angelic healing, to help you have hope again. Okay? Because without seeing that, we wouldn't have hope, because we wouldn't even know it's there. Okay? I hope that helped. Okay. All right. So, I like using 3 different decks because they really talk well. Sometimes if there's duplicates, it gives you more information. It's really cool. So, I'm just going to pull like 2 more cards, and we're going to use just these intuitive cards. Keep it simple. I got a busy day. So, this is one of the best parts of my day, though, is doing the reading for you. So, this is balance, okay? Bring ourselves back into balance. Now, let's talk about this moose, and we're just going to do these simple. His rack, I don't even know what those must weigh, but he's got a lot on his head. He's got a lot on his mind. He's got a lot, and he still has balance. To run through the woods and still hold delicately these 2 blue birds. They're like, hey, yeah, this is a safe place, even though he's so powerful, okay? And then build your wings. So, build your wings. So, this is a time of transition. So while we're in the chrysalis and it's really uncomfortable and everything is melting down, including us, let's just think about what we want to create, what kind of butterfly we want to be. If you could be any butterfly, and if you could see any world coming from this, what would you change? What would you bring? And if money was no object, put the money out, because eventually it's not going to be. If you know that it's just another piece of energy, then it's like a tool to barter. It's like food. We always have that. And there's a saying that, let me just put it this way. The birds don't worry about where they're going to eat because they always find food. The fish doesn't worry if the water's going to run out because there's always water. And the ones that don't make it, well, they don't make it. And that's the way it is here, because this is a 3D world. There's a beginning and there's an end to the physical life here, okay? So build your wings. Be in the place of building something incredible, unimaginable. Only you can bring that, rather than just looking at the way it's going to always be because it's dark and it's this and it's that. There's a difference in the vibration. You can't be full of gratitude and you can't be angry in the same place. It's not possible. So, I love you. Have a great day.